Tonight, from Brooklyn, New York, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Brooklyn Beats taking on the Chicago Tigers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and 1. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. Now the opening drive of the game yields 3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they... But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Tigers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason. And
under pressure, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here comes the blitz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Tyson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Throwing on first down. Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Tyson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Tyson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Tyson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. From a yard out. And the Tigers are able to stretch out their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action. Tyson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Tyson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lamb. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Tyson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on second down, Tyson. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Tyson. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after here coming up. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5, and they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Tyson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
On 1st and 10, Tyson, he finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tyson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So out comes the field goal team once more. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Tyson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Lamb, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Off the play fake, Tyson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Tigers are able to add on to that lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks, is pretty impressive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw.
Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll go again with Carter.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Beats are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first down, Lamb, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Tyson firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Tyson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoover. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. throwing on first down. Tyson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a fourth quarter lead. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. The Chicago offense set to get started. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth quarter possession. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given them a lead here in the fourth quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Chicago. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here's a give to Carter.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 2nd down, it's Lamb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On 1st down, Tyson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Tyson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 5, 2:08 on the clock. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. So the completion into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they will take a knee here. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for our visitors, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.